Hello, hello, allies. Welcome to the Tea on Me with your girl. Oh, I keep on forgetting to say the Tea on Me with Lindora, because that's what the name of the podcast is. It's called the Tea on Me with Lindora, and you could Google it. Yes, you can Google it. That's the name of my channel. It's the Tea on Me with Lindora. And so before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Linda Gregory. I am an eruditionpreneur. I learn information and I take the information that I learn and teach it to others. It's like the old phrase, be a dummy on fire and study a genius iced. So I'm be that dummy on fire. So whatever I learn, I'm like sharing the information because I'm not just gonna be a genius on ice where I don't share the information that I learn with people. So that is what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the good stuff first, and then the I tell you the bad stuff, you don't it don't be so bad. I mean, it still be bad, but I'm gonna tell you the good stuff first. So I am a book writer. I have a book called Through the Eyes of Lindora. I also have another book called From Hope to CEO, and I got a couple of children books, motivational books. I am the director of the Royster Personification of Allies. I'm very proud of that. And I have my own clothing line, Lenny B. I got the and what else do I do? Oh, I design ads for people. Like if people want an ad done, I do the ads for them, and I'm doing a raffle for my ads, y'all. So if y'all if you want your ad to be done for a raffle, like for free. So I'm doing free, not I'm doing raffle for free. So I'm doing a few ads for people for free. I do animation ads. So, and I do flyers. I have a magazine, well, a blog, and it's called the Tea on Me with Lindora. And I'm going to explain to you who Lindora is. And I want to, okay. So, y'all gonna have to excuse me for 1 second because I gotta go get something that I want to show y'all. I'll be right back, y'all. Don't leave. Be with me. Stay with me. It's only right back here. Okay, I am back. Kind of wanted to show y'all a few things, but I want y'all to see my cup. I sell these cups, and it's called it's the Tea on Me with Lindora. I don't know if y'all can like see it good or whatever. I don't know, but hopefully you can see. But anyway, these is the cups I sell, and I always recommend people to grab a cup of tea as I spill the tea on me. So, so I always like to tell people something positive, because I am a inspiring motivational speaker, and I'm also an ordained minister. So I want to hold on. Let me show y'all my clergy badge. I keep it in the back of my ID. I sure do. Here go my clergy badge, y'all. I'm a clergyman. But I want to say, Since I became an ordained minister, I didn't get wings. I don't live in a magic bubble. I can't fly. I cannot fly. But this does not make me perfect. It doesn't make me perfect, And I'm still, like, I'm me, and I'm still human. Like I'm still human, y'all. Hey, I ain't like came this magical being. This does not make me perfect. It make me be able to tell people where God has brought me from. God brought me a mighty long way. And I get to, this qualifies me to tell people where God has brought me from. Now, I don't seek to be perfect, because God never made me he never made me promise to be perfect. But God made me promise to tell people about him and where he brought me from. So this is help. This is right here. It made me seek wisdom. Like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeking to be wise. I'm not seeking to be perfect. Like I'll seek wisdom and not perfectness. And so that's why I became an ordained minister, because God brought me from a mighty long way. And if you read my book, from Through the Eyes of Lindora, or From Hoe to CEO. Ooh, yes, I did say that. That's never, but that's what they wanted to go with. I'm like, okay. That's what they wanted to go with, because I was this person in my formal self. I was not like this a great person that you see before you here today. And I describe my life as from where I came from to where I am now, the person who I was to who I am now. From where I was to now where I want to be. And like I'm still working on to be where I want to be. So I'm still working on becoming, the best version of me, and being a good mother, a good friend, a good person, a good daughter, a good sister, and a great provider. Like my goal is to get my mother a Bible full of $100 bills. Like every page that she turned to, it'll be $100 bill inside of her Bible. And that's my goal. And when that's gonna be fulfilling to me once I get there and be able to provide my mother with a custom made Bible with her name on it, maybe a picture of her children, and the picture of her deceased sons, because I have two brothers that passed away, my oldest brother and my youngest brother. Wow, ain't that something? I lost my oldest brother and my youngest brother, and so. And losing my youngest brother was really hard for me. It was like tough, because he used to call me every morning. I took it for granted. I took him for granted because I always thought he was gonna be there. And yeah, it's kind of it was tough to go through some of the stuff that I went through. But yeah, I ain't trying to get sad and get all cry. Look, I want to mess up my makeup. But yeah, so yeah, and eventually I am gonna write the story on how it affected me, with losing my little brother. I'm having I started on the story, y'all, but then it became like too emotional. Every time I would read certain lines, I would just cry and cry and cry. So I just like, okay, I'll come back to this when I'm a little stronger. So I just want to encourage everybody. So like I said, I want to start off with something positive. I want you to know you're wise, you're smart, you're intelligent. And as I adopted this from Les Brown, the story that you sitting on, somebody is waiting on. So somebody waiting to hear your story because you got a story to tell, and somebody sitting on it. And I've been sitting on this story for a long time, and I got a hell of a story to tell. So and so do you. Now I ain't just saying I'm the only one, but I just want to encourage you that I ain't perfect. Like I'm like starting off. Like I'm basically I kind of I'm starting off on my own, doing my own thing, and I had people to believe in me, and I want to believe that belief in you. In you. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. I want to help. I want you to take the belief that I have in you and to put it and borrow it and believe in yourself until you start believing that you can. Because I get on here and I want to people, I'm not so seasoned. Like I ain't so seasoned that I'm salty. I want people to see that you know you can do whatever. If I can do it, so can you. If I can become the CEO of my own company, I got all these awards and stuff. These stuff that I speak at, like I got a lot of stuff that like if you look all, if I show you, like took the camera all around my walls, I got rewards and stuff that I have done, and so, and I'm excited about it. I'm grateful and very humbled to be able to be in a position that I'm in because I wrote myself off. Like I tried to take my own life, and God kept me here for a purpose, for this purpose right here, very purpose, so I can tell my testimony of where God has brought me from and how he have kept me to now. Like I'm so grateful and I'm so humbled, and I just can't even believe that I'm here now. I'm about to be on TV in April. And that's amazing. That is so amazing that you get to you know that me like little old me get to be on TV talking about my business, talking about how I'm about to help people, and about my organization, because I'm the director of the Royster Personification of Allies in, and I'm right now I'm pulling in leaders. Like people, if you think that you're a leader and you see that, oh, like, oh, I feel like I'm a leader, fill out that application, and we'll see. We got to qualify, because everybody, we out the people who serious, because if you want to be a leader with the Royster Personification of Allies, it take dedication, and it takes a lot to you know it takes a lot for a leader, because you can't lead somebody down a path that you haven't been down. Like how can you lead people? How can you be the tour guide if you never took the tour yourself? So don't never be that person that leading people where you never been. If you and then if you trying to lead them where you not willing to go yourself, or you have to take the journey by yourself first before you can take other people down there. So like right now I'm going down that journey. Right now I'm on a path to become this great woman of God. Like like I see all of the women of God, Sarah Jakes, Joyce Meyer, and who else? I forgot. What's her name? Kim. I think her name is Talking Kim or something. I can't really think of her name, but I just like recently started following her, and I think it's Real Talk Kim. So, and oh my God, I love that lady. So it's a lot of leaders that I follow, because you got to be a good follow to become a great leader. And I follow after these people, and I see take something from them. Like Maya Angelou said, when you go into an interview, you take all your people with you. like the people who loved you, your grandfather, your ancestors, like you take the people with you. And that's what I plan on doing. Like all of the people who I'm learning from, who I like taking their information, and then it's like I'm take all of that with me. And when I go into be on TV, I'm taking all of that energy and like all of that, and it's be something about me. And most importantly, I'm doing it for the Lord. Like I ain't doing it for myself. I'm doing it because I'm a servant, and I'm supposed to help people as that servant. Like I volunteer a lot. I even at right now I still go and volunteer at shelters and the food line, like whatever. If they call me to tell me to come volunteer, I'm going. like even at the church, if I see a piece of paper on the ground, a little gum stuck, I ain't too big to go pick that piece of paper up or go scrape that gum off the floor, because I represent my church. You know what I mean? I represent, you know, I represent a certain type, and I don't never think that I'm too big to do anything. I never think that I've arrived. Because like, don't you go to thinking that you arrived, because I have start getting my head big, and I had to be brought right back down to when you arrive is when you arrive in heaven. Okay? That's when I'm going to say I arrive. When I arrive to heaven. And then that's why I'm arriving. To then, I'm an intern into the kingdomship of heaven. I get to do the work as I learn. And I get to teach people. That's why I say I'm an eruditionpreneur. Because I get to teach people as I learn. Ain't that so amazing? And I get the opportunity to tell people what they can do, and I share my story, so I can I can show you who you could become. And no matter who you are or what you done in your life, you could still become the person that you feel that you are inside, like in deep down inside. Because sometimes, like even when Mary told Jesus to make the wine, even he said, "Oh, my time isn't come yet." So that's a great example to let you know that God used you when you're not ready. When you think you're not ready, you think you're not ready, but God knows who you are in the inside, and you become ready. He gets you. So you know what I'm saying? Because all the teaching they did. So a lot of us just be like, "Oh, I ain't ready," and even I'm guilty of that too. Like of like not saying, "Oh, I gotta find my niche. I gotta find it." But your niche is your name. I just adopted that from this powerful lady. I can't think of her name right now, but I just adopted that. She just said, while you looking for your niche is your name. You are your niche. Your name means something, and let you see what you need to do is brand your niche. That's what you're looking for, is to brand your niche, and not and never forget, you are your niche. Your story. I got this from Les Brown. I adopted this. The story that you sitting on, somebody is waiting on. So the story that you have in the inside of you, somebody is waiting to hear that story. So okay. So I came from uh a difficult past, like, and all self-inflicted. Not that because my mother is a wonderful woman of God, but I couldn't understand her. Like, I couldn't connect with her. I didn't have the connection. Like, I didn't start learning who I was till I turned 16, and the things that I was capable of doing. And when I met this lady by the name of Dr. Hughes, who have been like a mother to me, and I'm gonna tell you, it takes a village to raise a child, and that is so true. It's gonna take a village to grow your business. It takes a village, it really do. And see, I'm gonna give you this scenario. My mother gave me sweet potato fries, and Dr. Hughes gave me sweet potato pie. I do not like sweet potato fries. My mother gave me pumpkin pie, and Dr. Hughes gave me pumpkin soup. I love pumpkin soup. I do not like pumpkin pie. And it was they was giving me the same dish, but the dish was presented to me in a different way. Like Dr. Hughes came to me in a way where I can understand her. And even though my mother was telling me the same thing that Dr. Hughes was telling me, I I couldn't receive it from my mother, but I could receive it from Dr. Hughes because the way how she came to me with it, because my mother was like tough love, and Dr. Hughes was like, soft love, like soft and nourishing, and that, it was a nourishing love. I love you, and I want to be that same thing that Dr. Hughes was to me, to, anybody who need under my mentorship. Like anybody who need, I wasn't her child, but she loved me like I was her child, and she taught me like I was her child. And I love her for that. And I always appreciate her pouring into my life, because she seen stuff in me that I couldn't see in myself, and I had to borrow her belief in me until I believed in myself. And it took me years because I even strayed away, because I got a book called The Prodigal Daughter of the RPOA. It's like when I ran away from the teaching and the stuff that she was trying to teach me when I had got, you know, big. I thought I became, and I thought I knew everything, and I learned that I didn't know nothing. I thought that I knew more than my teacher. I thought, oh, you taught me everything. Now you can't teach me no more. And yeah, we get like that. And it might sound crazy, but that's happened sometimes. And so I'm gonna stop here, and I'll go to part two, and come back with me, and join me for part two of this story. And I would love to you know to keep you like updated. So join me for part two, y'all.